So 510, and to be honest with you, the ZT510, we put most of our R&D dollars in this model, and the 510 is, we updated it. So it's not like a complete refresh, it's really an update. So physically, if you've seen a 105 SL Plus, it still looks a lot similar to this. We changed the outside color of the printer, but physically it looks pretty much the same. The things we did change, the biggest thing was Link OS. So all those things we talked about earlier about Link OS, the ZT510 can support all those as well. The GUI is still black and white, still monochrome GUI, so we've got that. We did add the icons to it to make it a little bit easier to use, but it's still black and white. VTLE standard. Upgrade the Ethernet. The only field upgradable kit we have available for it is the cutter, so you can't get a field upgradable rewind. RFID is not available on this model, so that's one of the, those are some of the distinguishing factors as to why you would want to go up to the next level versus this model. Upgraded the Wi-Fi, and then we have a USB host port on it. It's on the back of the printer. So any questions on the 510? Again, it should be shipping to our distributors as we speak, so you should be able to get these fairly fast.
Is it also considered a 24/7 printer?
It is. Yep. Yep.
It's a bare bones ZT600.
Yeah, kind of the entry level
Yeah.
price point from an industrial printer perspective. So you guys probably know this, but probably doesn't hurt to just to go over it again, is the printers we're talked about today, those really are designed for our core markets of manufacturing and transportation logistics. So you think about electronics manufacturing assembly, especially with those very small labels that we can print, all the other manufacturers, pharmaceutical and so forth, and then T&L, where they would use it primarily in the warehouse and distribution centers. We do see these used sometime within the retail space, but it's primarily within distribution centers. We see some of the retailers using industrial printers in their stores now, if they're using the stores for fulfillment centers for e-commerce transactions. Don't see these printers as often in the stores, primarily like the ZT400s, ZT200s, but there might be some opportunities for these in some of the stores, the high volume stores. And then healthcare, we see it sometimes in healthcare for high volume labs, hospitals that have to run a lot of specimens through labs and things like that. And from a sales strategy perspective, as we talked about earlier, we know there's thousands and thousands of the previous generation printers installed out there in the market. The key strategy is really to find those customers who have had printers out there for a period of time. We know if they just bought an XI 4 years ago, 5 years ago, it's probably unlikely they're going to upgrade to this latest model. Or last year, right? But it's customers who have something out there for a longer period of time, or if there's some features like Link OS, maybe they're not, they don't like the way the old generation of XIs are managed. We have NetBridge, that's a management tool. Maybe they want to move to some of these newer management tools. That might be a reason for them to upgrade. We've had some customers, they've upgraded their wireless network and they want to use AC across all their devices. They're upgrading because of AC. So there's a lot of reasons to upgrade, but we know that there's a challenge in some of those who, again, just purchased printers. It's going to be tough to get them to upgrade. We know some customers might add on to their operations. They may add on to the warehouse, add on to the manufacturing site. So if they have an XI now or a 105 now, there's no reason why the new printers can't sit side by side with the old printers. So you can have a mixed network of ZT610s and XIs on the same network. Should be transparent to the environment, to their application. And then we love to take share. So if you guys have any competitive sites that we can help you with those competitive emulations, we'd love to take share from the competition.
So you could take a 110 out, stick a ZT6 in, and do nothing, and it'll just keep going.
Yeah. Uses the same ZPL language, so nothing different from a communications perspective.
Is there anything you cannot manage, any settings you can't get at, etc., with SODI or your watch state? I'm assuming you can do everything with Profile Manager. Well, what can you not do with?
Yeah, There's a list of things, I just don't know them off the top of my head. There's all the key things you can do with
Okay.
it. It's
If you
really,
do the main stuff, it's just
it's-
probably a few idiosyncratic.
yeah,
whatever.
exactly, yeah. You can obviously get the status information about the printer being up and down, up or down, or whether it's connected, those kind of things. But if you start digging deeper into like darkness settings, you probably can't manage darkness settings from SODI or what, because that's so unique to printers that they probably haven't implemented that.
I have a question on the 600 DPI unit.
Yep.
Because it's made to print rid of those really small labels, is the sensor different?
Same sensor,
Really?
yeah, same sensor. It's all, a lot of it has to do with the mechanical,
How it steps.
yeah, the
Yeah.
stepper motor and things like that of the printer.
Seems to use different belts, didn't they?
Yeah.
Is that still
I'm sorry.
like that with different belt sizes for the 600, or is it all kind of standard now?
I believe they are different belt sizes for the 600. Yeah. One of the things we initially were going to do was enable upgrading of DPI in the field, but because of some of those challenges with different belt sizes and different gear ratios and things like that, we took that off the table. That's something we're looking at down the road. So hopefully, within the next year, we'll be able to enable field upgrade of DPI.